On a dark stretch of highway known only as Mile 27, a car was found abandoned just before midnight. The engine was cold, the doors were unlocked, and the driver was gone. No blood, no struggle, no explanation. More than a decade later, the man who vanished that night has never been found, and the mystery surrounding Mile 27 has only grown darker. This is an unsolved cold case. Welcome to Midnight Crime Uncovered, where secrets come to light. Daniel Mercer was 26 years old. He worked a steady job, had close family ties, and was known as reliable. Someone who always showed up, always answered his phone, and never disappeared without warning. Daniel wasn't in trouble. He wasn't depressed. And according to everyone who knew him, he had no reason to vanish. On the night of October 14, 2009, Daniel finished work later than usual and began the familiar drive home. A drive he had taken dozens of times before. No one suspected it would be the last time anyone heard from him. At 12:43 a.m., Daniel called his sister. The call lasted less than 2 minutes. His voice was calm. There was no panic, no fear. His final words were simple. "I'm almost home. I'll see you in a bit." That call ended, and Daniel was never heard from again. Just 4 minutes later, his phone went silent. At 12:47 a.m., a passing motorist reported a vehicle stopped along the side of the road at Mile 27. When police arrived, what they found was deeply unsettling. Daniel's car was parked neatly on the shoulder. The keys were still in the ignition. The fuel tank was half full. Inside the car, his wallet was on the passenger seat. His identification was untouched. There were no signs of a struggle, but Daniel himself was gone. There were no footprints leading away from the vehicle. No nearby buildings. No traffic cameras. No witnesses. It was as if he had simply vanished into thin air. Search teams combed the area for weeks. They searched nearby forests, drainage ditches, fields and abandoned paths. Dogs were brought in. Helicopters were used. Volunteers joined the effort. Nothing was found. No clothing. No personal items. No trace of Daniel Mercer. And then investigators discovered something that made the case even stranger. Daniel's phone signal last pinged 12 miles away from Mile 27. The location, an abandoned service road, dark, unmaintained, and with no reason for Daniel to be there. There were no cameras, no recorded activity, and no explanation for how his phone got there. Daniel's family insists he would never have gone near that area voluntarily. To this day, no one can explain the phone's final location. As the case stalled, theories began to surface. Police briefly suggested Daniel may have walked away, but his family strongly disagreed. He left behind his wallet, his car, and his phone. Things people don't abandon when starting a new life. Some believe Daniel encountered someone that night, perhaps stopped to help, or was forced off the road. But without evidence, no suspect was ever identified. Years later, online investigators noticed something chilling. 3 other disappearances occurred within a 10-mile radius of Mile 27 over a 12-year period. Authorities have never officially connected the cases, but the similarities are impossible to ignore. By 2014, the investigation officially went cold. Daniel Mercer was declared missing, not deceased. His family still waits. No body, no answers, no closure. Today, Mile 27 remains poorly lit. Locals avoid stopping there at night. Some claim to see figures along the roadside after midnight. Nothing has ever been proven, but the silence surrounding Mile 27 continues to haunt those who know the story. What really happened to Daniel Mercer? Did he meet the wrong person? Was he taken? Or is the truth still hidden somewhere along Mile 27? More than 15 years later, the case remains unsolved. And until answers are found, Daniel Mercer remains missing. This is Midnight Crime Uncovered, where cold cases refuse to stay silent. If you have a theory, leave it in the comments. Subscribe for more unsolved mysteries and cold cases. And remember, some secrets don't want to be found.